By the year of 1939, Germany invaded Poland despite the non-aggression pact that was issued 5 years prior. The invasion of Poland served as a catalyst to World War II, which was quickly set into motion after Britain and France declared war on Germany September 3rd. This event was important because it demonstrated the first of many battles, genocides, and weaponry advancement. This would ultimately cause the United Nations to be formed so powers between countries could be put in check and wars of higher scales and massive casualties could be prevented. Hitler created a false propaganda that claimed Polish incursions on Germany and Poles were persecuting ethnic Germans. However, Hitler and Nazi SS staged a fake invasion on German radio stations so they could justify the invasion after learning about the French-Polish military alliance. On September 1st, 1939, German troops invaded Poland from the north and southern sides. East Prussia and Germany went through the north side, and Silesia and Slovakia went to the southern side. Thousands of German tank and airplane units broke past Polish border defenses. With these heavily armed forces, they surrounded Warsaw and began their subjugation. The Polish army was defeated in 27 days. Warsaw was pushed into a corner and surrendered to Germany on September 27, 1939. Once Britain and France heard of the Polish invasion, they declared war on Germany a few days later on September 3rd. Hitler used the non-aggression pact that was placed in 1934 as a way to forestall any potential British and Polish military alliances against Germany. Upon hearing the Polish invasion was intended to be a defensive battle in retaliation to the propaganda and staged attack, Britain and France remained unconvinced and jumped into the fray by declaring war against Germany. Despite the declaration of war for the attack on Poland, France and Britain did very little to help, and soon Germany was able to take over Polish territories and divide the land with the USSR. Nazi Germans killed over 3 million Polish Jews, and that was the first of the genocides that would continue throughout the war. Hitler chose to invade Poland for more living space, power, and the enslavement of the Slavs. Hitler's invasion was extremely successful, being able to expand and soon take over Poland with minor casualties on their part. France's efforts to prevent Germany from overreaching to Poland were feebled by a few modest attacks on German borders and ceased soon after the invasion of Poland. There were 23 German divisions taking over Poland, which could have easily been prevented if France committed a full-scale attack and Britain engaging in actual naval warfare. The Polish forces of 1 million soldiers were overpowered by the German army, causing them to be wiped out. To continue his agenda and to create more living spaces for his forces, Hitler used the non-aggression pact with Poland to bide his time until he could muster his forces to successfully overwhelm and invade Poland without any hindrances from Britain or France at the time. Hitler decided to invade Norway in 1940 and France in May. This caused a dramatic increase of hostility from France and Germany. Poland was captured with the help of the USSR. However, he betrayed them in June 1941, breaking the non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. Hitler was able to have complete control over Poland. He was able to place internment camps wherever he pleased, killing Polish Jews. Even though Slavic majority were prosecuted, deported, and executed, there was still a powerful resistance. The Slavic were able to take back Poland from Germany in 1945, establishing a communistic government. This event shaped the 20th century as a reminder of the human greed for power and what happens when good people do not stand to stop it. It was the beginning of the tragedy and horrors of genocide, and what happens when people view themselves and their race far superior than others, instead of respecting and honoring the existence of the human race as a whole. It shows what happens when mankind attempts to violate the God-given rights his fellow man has been blessed with. Yet despite the tragedies and bloodshed, there was good. There were not only advancements on the battlefield, but on the technological and medical fields as well. Due to the human need for balance, and because if military power is coveted and runs rampant and unchecked, the United Nations exists because it is necessary for those in high positions to hold each other morally responsible. It is now 2019, and the effects of the war are still put in place. Yes, there are some repeats, but it is because we learn from history that we are making progress, and hopefully there will never be another world war.